Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. And a quick update number one on Revell's 1932 Ford Tudor 2-in-1 sedan. I got about 10 hours in this kit already and have very little to show for it. But I wanted to bring you in here just to show you what I've got going on and where we're going with this. Because as of last night, everything changed, including my paint colors. So we got the guys here, and I'm going to show you what we decided first. Well, I showed you real quick here. I decided I'm going to chop the top, have saw will travel. I use that, and my trumpeter panel cutter. I took a piece of Tamiya tape, this stuff right here. I wrapped it all the way around the car, right about where the straight lines are on here. And you see I put a pencil line all the way around, and that's what I'm going to work my way down to. I just cut it off today, about 5 minutes ago, and thought, you know what, before I get too deep into this, I want to talk about it, and so we can go stage by stage on this, because it's been probably 40 years since I've cut a top off a car, and I know that went miserably. But I want to drop this thing down a quarter of an inch. So it's going to be that far down when I'm done with this. I know when I do that, we're going to be close on the back or on the front and the center. But the back, you see how the back is pulled in quite a bit. So what I'm going to have to do next is slice this down to the top. And we're going to add a filler to this. Which, I mean, I got the texture. I don't know if you can even see that. But there's a textured top on here. And the trim for it. I already, before I even got to where I was cutting this off, I'm going to sand this flat. I want this to be a smooth top. Especially with me dropping it like that. And I'm really thinking about going with a little bit of a rake to it like this. I think that would look pretty stinking cool. So we'll see how things work out and my mood when I finally get to where I'm sanding. But if you look, that lines up really stinking nice with the sanding, and leaving that top, I'll just have to work the wedge here. So it's just all in what I decide to do, if I want to drop the whole thing to where it's like that, or if I want to rake this thing out. And again, that's going to happen this weekend when I finally decide to sit down here and start sanding. I don't even know if I would have started this, but I picked up a power sander. I've used this a few times. It really works great. It does. I like it. It's variable speed even. I will throw it on the charger tonight, so I got a good charge for the weekend. And it just charges with a USB-C, just like the big USB-C. Same as my UV resin. I had to look at it. My UV resin bottle does. Jeez, it's been a long week, and it's only pre-Friday. But now that I've finally decided that I'm going to chop this and chop it and give it a little more mature stance, let's say. The Ford engine, we're not going to use. So I did order another one of these kits because I took the flathead Ford engine out of it to put in the 30. And now I want the flathead Ford back in this, and I want the Kragers that I put on the 30. So, well, what the heck are you going to do? And that way, if I really hammer this hood up, or this roof up, I got a spare hood roof to go by. So I got a whole other kit coming just because I stole all the parts out of it for another build. The other thing, I am going to light this kit, and I told you before I was having a heck of a time, because how in the heck am I going to get a battery in here with that on. I was really banging my head about it until I thought magnets. So what I'm going to do is make this to where it goes down in place magnetically. So the whole body is going to be able to lift up and off of here. And then I can get the battery out the back, and I can light, change the battery, put the battery back in, and the magnet will stick back down there, just like the seats that I did on the 5-window. It should all work, especially with this, because the steering linkage goes up to the firewall, and then the steering column goes down to the firewall. So there's no direct connection like on the 30 is. And I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. There's nothing really in the way. This just literally is going to be magnetized in place. The front firewall will keep it at the right height in the front, and the chassis itself I can glue into the body frame, and that'll keep all that in place. So now I got an easy way to get to my battery. I'll just have to make sure that for the tail lights that I do here, and I'm going to tell you about those and a couple other things that I think are going to be really cool. Since I'm getting into cutting, I'm going to keep on cutting. But the battery will fit right in here. This thing is pretty dang big, but if you think about it, I am only using the plus and minus on one side. So I can cut this off and I can cut this back, because the switch goes both ways on here, and takes the power from the plus and minus. So if I narrow this side down just a smidge, as long as I don't cut the mounting plate off, I'll be good to go. So I can take this down a 32nd of an inch and then cut back into here and get that out of the way and trim this off. So I think that'll fit in here a heck of a lot easier. But it is a really good fit on this. I mean, why didn't I think of that before? So there's that. There's the chassis, the frame. I know I'm going to tick off a whole lot of people, but we are going with the fenders on this thing. And the reason is because I saw a picture of exactly what I'm trying to do, different colors, but basically the same look. And it had the fenders on it and the Kragers on it, and it had a different engine in it, but man, it just looked bad to the bone. And that's what I want with this, is that stance and that look, and the Kragers with the little bigger back tires in the front and a drop and everything. I'm really excited. It takes a lot for me to actually come to terms with a plan. And this one came to me last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, to be honest with you. For paint, I am going to go with a base coat of gloss black primer. I'm really digging that gloss black primer. It's done me very well, and it's going to really work out with what I'm doing here. The whole thing's going to get a base of gloss black primer, and then the hood, the front grille, and everything above this trim line is going to get, or everything, jeez, everything below that, including the fenders and the frame, is going to get Kaleido's K307 turquoise gloss pearl. So we'll have the K00 or KM005 stainless steel above it, and then the gloss pearl below, or the gloss turquoise below it. And I want to do it with probably 3 or 4 coats of clear on here, because I really want this thing to be shiny. I mean, really, I want this to be deep. But what that's going to do is, I don't have the hood, but what that'll do is, this is all going to be the stainless, and up and over, and the whole top is going to be stainless. Like I said, I'm going to sand this smooth, This is all going to be stainless. And I might even do the chrome on the front window in stainless. We're going to fill the holes for the door panels, or for the door latches. I want them to be smoothed off here. I'm going to shave off the hinges on this. I don't know if you can see them. There we go. The hinges on the top and the bottom. We're going to shave those off. I'm going to take my panel cutter and I'm going to cut down in there to where that looks like it's a straight shot down, just like the back. And then I'm going to move this hole up front, and I'm going to put that the door latch. Jeez, oh Pete, my brain is not working. I want to put the door latch in the front, so this looks like it's got suicide doors on it. The interior doesn't care. It is the simplest interior you can get. Just a pleated interior with a trim line across the top and a trim line across the bottom, making it easy. The seats, the black. I'm going to do the carpet in black, just because I like that. The frame here and across the back is going to be either a gloss or a semi-gloss black. And then these seats, I'm going to do in that medium tan leather. And while I'm doing these seats, like I did on the Volkswagen, the bus, I'm going to do these seats the same way. I'm also going to do my Pinto that you saw where I used the new Seeker airbrush with it also. So I think that tan is going to look so good, or the medium brown tan is going to look really sharp in here with the black. And this is going to be tan, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the trim boards in black here or if I'm going to just keep them and do it all tan, like the whole thing's leather wrapped steel. No, I'm not sure yet. But I'm pretty happy that this doesn't have the door handles or anything on it. That makes it to where this will be believable. Just moving that up will change a whole lot of the feel of the car. I should open the doors. I'm not. I want to get this done for the Columbus show, which is next month. So I got to get going because it's already the 19th. Yeah, I had to look at my watch for that. Again, I messed around so much. I was going to do steelies on this with the chrome ring and the dog dishes. I even worked out to where the suspension was going to work for this, but I don't want these with the feel of this car. So all the work of figuring these out, getting the suspension trimmed down and worked out, was a waste. I even thought about going with the spoked rims, and just so I didn't get another kit or dive into this thing too deep. But I'm really excited about where this is going, and I want to get on it and chop the hood and do all that and really make this thing a show car. So that's where I am right now. We'll see how it turns out. If you see this with a full-size hood or a full-size roof on it, I failed miserably with my chop, and I used the other kit's roof or body. So we'll see how that all works out. I want to thank Gallery for everything they've done. I kind of got badmouthed a little bit today about the Seeker, and Gallery sent me free stuff, and that's why I'm promoting it. That's not true. I'm promoting it because I actually used it and liked it, and that's the only way you'll ever hear me promote anybody's stuff. And to prove that, this is all going to get done with their entry-level brand new Seeker airbrush. I'm going to show you that I'm going to stand behind everything, and the only way to do that is to do it. You saw the how this came out, so I'm fully confident that I'm going to be able to make a I don't want to say award winning because I don't even think I'm going to put these in for contest. I'm just gonna bring them and let things happen. But I think this is going to be an eye catcher, and I have full confidence that that Seeker airbrush is going to do exactly what I want it to do because I used it and I like it. So my rant's over with. I just want everybody to know that I wouldn't promote anything that I don't stand behind. I want to remind everybody that October 17th is going to be our second annual breast cancer awareness 24-hour group build. It's going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. Put on by myself, Lena Schultz, Bruce from Bruce's Eclectic World, and Jason from KRD Klein Racing Design. And I'm telling you, without the help of all three of those guys, this would have never got off the ground, and it sure wouldn't be in year 2. So start putting away a couple pennies and a coffee once a week in the till, and let's try to get $2,000 for donations this year, because it's going to take $2,000 this year for me to shave my head, because it didn't come back all the way last time. I want to thank our veterans, our active duty members, and our first responders for putting it out every single day so we can keep doing what we're doing. I salute each and every one of you, and I thank you. I want to remind everybody that Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Time is Automotive Model Car Livecast. These guys are awesome. They talk about everything under the world due to models, and they have brought a lot of different ideas to me. I love watching them. So with that, I'm going to let you go. This is going to get some work on it today after I get this video posted. So y'all have a great day and a better tomorrow, and thank you very much for watching.